hi, Craig.
Oh, hey, Craig.
It's that guy.
He's back again.
Look at him doing the things,
He's doing the things, doing the stuff.
yelling at us some more.
That's what he's good at.
Yeah, man, that's what he's good at.
We don't
So,
discriminate.
so it's another week gone by, another week for us to talk about stuff, and I'm sort of taking the reins just because there's a this one here I want to talk about a lot, and I've been waiting to talk about it, and my brain is doing brain things. So I hope you don't mind, but I'm taking the reins for the first section here.
Oh, you do your thing. Do
Okay.
your thing.
So, like we talked about earlier, for the first time in 30 years, or almost 30 years that the game has been out, I finally picked up Final Fantasy VII for my PS1 because everyone's always talking about how great this game was. Like, this is when you talk about Final Fantasy, this is usually the game that comes up because this is the game that made Final Fantasy relevant in the States, probably. At least that's what I've been told. People worship this game.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. I still, personally, though, I hate that people say it's the one that brought Final Fantasy. Like, yes, it brought the most attention and made it mainstream, but people were playing Final Fantasy for it before 7.
Yeah, that's what I've been told too. So it's like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's what people say. So it's like if that's what they, it's like you do you, I guess. But I mean, the other games were on the States as well prior. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, they've been on Nintendo since, the game's origination.
yeah. So anywho, so way back in 1997. So we're gonna take a trip back to 1997. So
Dude,
this
I was
was
I was like
a
3
minute
years
ago.
old.
I think I was in first grade.
Oh my damn. We were
Yeah,
youngins.
97. Yeah, 97. I think I was. Yeah, I think that was first grade. I could be wrong. No, I'm wrong. 97. I was born, so I was 5. So kindergarten. Um, yeah, because 92, 90. Yeah, yeah. Anywho, math isn't my strong suit at this moment in time. Anywho, so way back in 97, I remember going to the store and I had the choice to pick up Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy Tactics because they both came out in 97. Or
I didn't know
7
that.
came out. Yeah. So that's actually how I learned about Cloud was through Tactics, not Final Fantasy 7. Now could be wrong. Maybe it was 98 that I picked them up because I don't think I picked them up on exact release because I know 7 came out in real early 97. Granted, I don't think it was stateside yet. I just remember looking I remember looking this up earlier. Hmm, That's gonna bug me. Hang on. I actually look it up real quick. So North America came out in September of 97. So I'm close. And then Tactics came out on in the year, but same year. Why is it not doing phone things? Don't you love technology?
When it works.
When it works. So
It's
yeah.
not
All
too
right. So
often, but
so
when it works.
So actually, yeah. So it was 98 because I remember going to the store for my birthday and picking up some games. And on the shelf, I remember seeing Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy Tactics. So I went ahead and I picked up Tactics because my cousin had it. Granted, my cousin had all the Final Fantasy games, but I remember having the most fun with Tactics with him. So that's why I picked up Tactics. And I guess the rest is history because that's the game that I fell in love with and still love it to this day. Now, 30 years later, give or take, I'm here playing Final Fantasy VII. Yes, I know it's not exactly 30 years, but whatever. So I'm finally sitting here playing Final Fantasy VII for the very first time on the original PS1. And as I'm playing it as an adult, I'm I think I have like an hour or a couple hours into the game. I mean, I have it running as I'm going about and doing stuff around the house, whatever. But it says I have like 3 hours and change. I'm getting to the point where it's the cross-dressing Cloud shindig, where you have to have Cloud dress up as a woman to
I hate
infiltrate
that part. I hate that part
dumb.
so much.
As a child, because I didn't really have guides and stuff like that. And like, yeah, they tell you where it is, but they only tell you once where it is. And I was the kind of kid who like I'd sit there and I'd play a game, but then I'd get distracted and I'd go do something else. I'm sitting here as an adult and I'm reading the shit and I end up doing something else. And I didn't know where the fuck to go. Because it's like I went to the dressmaker guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, I gotta go to the bar, go talk to my dad." Blah 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 blah. Apparently, I missed it, so I had no idea where to. So I was walking up and down this freaking place trying to just find out where to go because there's no markers saying like, "Hey, yeah, you gotta go over here," or "Hey, you gotta over there." Now I know that's how it happened with a lot of older games where they didn't tell you where to go and stuff. Well, apparently, I'm just bad at games because I did I I didn't know where to go. So I'm sitting here thinking if I would have picked this up back in '98 when I picked up Tactics, I'm fairly sure I would have shelved the game just for that because I didn't know where to go. And I sat here and I spent like 30 minutes talking to like everyone in this three-part city, and I
Dude,
couldn't figure it out.
completely get where you're coming from with that. I actually never finished it because I had a similar experience with a PS1 game called Tomba.
Okay.
I, for the most part, it was a pretty straightforward game, but then when it just got to a certain point where I was like, how do I go back and listen to these people? Because like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Like, where is the next part of the game?
Yeah. And I mean, so
Like, it's frustrating.
I know a lot of people talk about the combat systems throughout Final Fantasy. Now, I remember playing the original where you just have your four characters. You pick what they do it. With Final Fantasy VII, I'm not used to this battle system at all yet. So how I don't know if you remember Final Fantasy VII's battle system, but you have like this little gauge on the far right that goes, and I think it says time. And once that fills up, that character gets to go. I don't really like that. Like,
See,
I would.
I'll be honest, I've never actually played the original.
Okay, all right.
I've
So
actually only
it's
ever played the remakes.
okay. So it's all like the open world and real time stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So Final Fantasy VII, you have the two gauges. You have your limit break gauge, and then you have your time gauge. And then as that time gauge fills up, then you're able to make your move. You know, it fills up, you select your move, and you go. And that happens for all three of your characters. And then, of course, your limit gauges, once that goes through, you can use your limit break. Um, yeah, I'm just not a fan of the battle system so far. Like,
Yeah,
I'm really not.
like I just that sounds so weird being turn-based.
Yeah. And then you have your materia system where you equip materia, then you get that magic spell.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I mean that's not bad. Like that's not horrible. I can get used to that. And then I'm guessing that those material will level up as you progress. Um, just because I see that they also have like their own AP bar kind of ordeal where you win so many battles, you get a separate thing of experience, and I when you hover over it, it'll show that bar going up every battle. So I'm guessing that's what that means. So like you have your fire materia. So I'm guessing once you level that up, then it'll get to like Fyra or Fyraga or stuff like that.
I
Um,
mean that's what I would imagine would happen.
that's the only thing that would make sense to me. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong, but that's just what makes sense to me. Um, the you can definitely tell it's a PS1 game. That's for sure. Just by playing it, you have
Polygons.
clouds, huge polygon. Like He's got like one big shoulder. I don't. He's like, I think it's called like a dodecahedron or some bull crap like that, and then it just attaches at the shoulder with another one.
Yeah, that sounds PS1 to me.
Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it. Like, I love the polygons. I love the feel that it is truly a PS1 game. I could see why people loved it. Like, I could see why people fight to call it the best Final Fantasy of all time. But
I get in line.
yeah, it's good.
It's
Like
good.
I'm enjoying it so far. Don't get me wrong. Like I really am. I love experiencing a game for the first time. I really do, especially when it comes so highly recommended. But I I'm thinking this one here got overly glazed by nostalgia. Like I'm thinking people are remembering when they were a kid picking up this game and fighting fighting Shinra and fighting like all the guards and the robots and whatever.
And yeah,
And
I could see it.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. I could see sitting down and playing this game for hours and hours and hours when I was a kid, but I never did. So I could definitely see why people would enjoy this game as much as they say that they do. Do I think it is this holy grail game from start to finish? No. So far, no, I don't. Like I said, I'm only an hour or two and a half, maybe 3 hours into the game, and it's not bad. It's not the best, but I'm so glad that I chose tactics over it. And this has been my TED Talk.
Oh, see, now I can't really speak like too deeply, but just from playing the remakes. Now, I do eventually want to play the original just because I want to see what they added, changed, anything like that.
Yeah.
From the remake, because obviously, with time, I feel like they might have maybe filled some plot holes, that kind of thing.
So from
But
what I've heard, sorry. So from what I've heard from the videos that I posted, a lot of people are saying that they changed quite a bit of the story. Um, and a lot of people were recommending that I play the OG. So I noticed that they had it on the PS5 store, or sorry, on the PS4 store. So I could have bought it there, but I happened to call my local nerd store, and they happen to have the copies because it's a 3 disc game. So I was very happy that they happened to have that. So I was able to bring that home, and well, I've been enjoying it. It has been fun, but I'm trying not to play the game in a complete like judgy way. I'm just trying to play the game to enjoy the game so far.
yeah,
Um,
which it should be.
oh yeah, I'm trying to enjoy the game as if I would say as if it was the first time playing, but it is the first time playing it. Oh, thank you. What? My wife just brought me chicken wings and Tang.
Fuck, dude, that sounds like a '90s dream.
All right.
Dude, I can't remember the last time I heard Tang.
Dude,
Jeez.
I blame my dad for my love of Tang.
Dude, I
Um
kind of want some now, if we're being completely honest. I wonder if my wife is still up. I want to tell her to put that on the grocery list this week.
yeah, man, it comes in those powder mix thingamabobs.
Oh, you can't just buy it like already. Which I'm
No,
fine with that. I'm fine with that. I
you
can live
might
with.
be able to. I know we haven't because we go to the store and we'll buy like drink mixes and stuff,
Yeah.
and then that'll last us, a week or two. Just because we have an army of kids,
Yeah.
but it beats buying like Capri Sun or shit like that. That's stupidly
Yeah.
expensive when I could just go
And
spend
just
$3
yeah.
on a.
Well, that and I mean that shit just rots their teeth anyway.
I'm not gonna say Tang is any better for him.
I mean, I guess you got a point there. You got a point there.
But no, dude, it was fun because I was sitting here with my bottle of Mountain Dew and my PS1, and yeah, I felt like a kid again for a bit. It was neat.
I wish I still had a PS1.
Yeah, I was so happy when my wife bought this for me for my birthday a couple or was it last year, 2 years ago?
I mean, I guess I really don't need one. I do still have my PlayStation 2.
Do what, Casey?
I said I guess I shouldn't. I do still have a PS2, and back when things were simple and they could just still be backwards compatible.
Yeah, I
I
wish
still
things were
don't.
still backwards compatible.
It just I don't get it. Like,
Money.
well, it's not even like they're making money. Like it's retro game stores that are pocketing the money.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a lot of these games that people want to play, they're not even on the PlayStation store. So it's like,
Do
what
you
are we?
remember? Do you remember when the first PS3 came out?
Yeah, the fat one. I had
And
it.
that thing was backwards compatible all the way back to the PS1.
Yeah. And then what was it? The next model, they took that out.
Yeah, they just completely erased the backwards compatibility. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I never understood it like one bit.
No,
That
that
always
was dumb.
because I remember my cousin got a PS3 later than I did, and I remember he got it. He's like, well, I can't play PS2 games in mine. I'm like, dude, you're full of shit. And I'm like, look, mine did it just fine. And then we later came to find out that, he was not full of shit.
He was, in fact, not full of shit.
Yeah, he was in fact very correct. Yeah, it just I don't
So,
know. Like if you can run these games at, all these high frame rates and resolutions, like there's no reason I can't pop. Well, I mean, I guess PS5, depending on which model you get, there shouldn't be any reason that you can't just pop a PS1 game in and go to town.
that's another thing that I heard that they're going to be getting rid of the physical disk drive. Which, if that's the case,
Yes,
that's going to be
I
really
heard that as
shitty
well.
for any new gen console to remove that. I feel like that's dumb because I know a lot of people who really do enjoy the physical games.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I mean, I like physical stuff as far as like retro games. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, I do enjoy I mean, ease of digital media.
right.
Like, I mean, I can hop on my PC and I can literally play all of my favorite games. Well, I mean, all of Kingdom Hearts just in one shot, which I mean are my favorite games. But I
Right.
still have all my PS2 copies.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have all three of the PS2. I have Chain of Memories, the OG, and Kingdom Hearts 2.
That is awesome. I still really want to see Gargoyles come back for Kingdom Hearts. I think that'd be so
Dude,
cool.
like, we did have somebody comment on that post that I made asking what worlds they'd like to see. There was one sole person that said that, and I was like, thank you.
I loved Gargoyles growing up.
Love you. Hey, can we put Tang on the grocery order this week? Do you remember that shit?
With the orange juice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Huh?
What?
Nasty?
No.
I don't
What'd you say?
like orange juice.
I do. Me and the kids will drink it. You're gonna be missing out. Missing out
Bye,
on the
Casey's
90s
wife.
stage. Dylan says bye, Casey's wife.
Night, Casey's wife.
She said good night, Casey's podcast partner.
Yay. My wife said that Gargoyles was the pinnacle of her sexual awakening.
Oh my.
'Cause she said she loved that show.
Dude, I honestly, until that guy brought it up, I completely forgot gargoyles was a thing. Like, as soon as he said it, I was like, dude, you know how fucking cool it would be to have Sora as a gargoyle?
Dude, that'd be so cool, being able to fly again. Through New York
Yeah.
City, nonetheless.
Yeah. See, honestly, the more I've sat and thought about, like, Kingdom Hearts 4, I feel like this is where we're going to start to lose so much of the, well, maybe not lose all of it, but I think we're going to go into more like adult themes. Like, I feel like we're going to see like more live action entities that Disney's acquired, and honestly, I kind of hope we see some more original worlds.
Yeah. I
Because
would love more original worlds.
yeah, they had the like Radiant Garden is one of my favorite worlds. Hollow Bastion, like Destiny Islands,
Hollow
Twilight,
Bastion was so cool.
Twilight Town,
Mm-hmm.
dude, Traverse Town. What are we doing? Why is Traverse Town not a thing anymore? Like, I can guarantee you, even if you haven't played, you know that tune, you know that jingle.
Oh, yeah. Nah, dude. Kingdom Hearts did such a good job with a lot of their originality. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. It was cool that they brought in pre-existing IPs. That's
Yeah,
awesome. They did really good work with a lot of really cool Disney stuff.
they did.
But their originality, it was top notch.
It
Like, it
was.
really was.
Like,
It was too cool.
they did such a good job. Like, there's literally no complaints from anybody about any of the original worlds that they created.
No.
Now, I also feel like we are going to see. I actually, I shouldn't say I feel like we're going to. I would like to see us go to like a legitimate Final Fantasy world.
That'd be cool. Because it
Like,
seems like all the
go ahead.
sorry, go ahead. Because it seems like all the ones that we've run in, or all the characters that we've run into so far, their worlds have been erased.
Yeah.
I would love to see us go into an actual world where it hasn't. Like, I mean, I don't know which one they would pick, but
Yeah, I was gonna say the ones I would like to see wouldn't make sense considering, like, I mean, I would love to see Final Fantasy VIII's world, but obviously we had, Selphie was with us in Destiny Islands, and Leon is now doing his thing in Hollow Bastion. But I mean, and as much as, dude, as much as I would love to go to Spira again, we had Tidus and Waka on the islands with us. So I don't, but in the other sense though, like with all the waking that we've done in the series, technically with the Dark Seeker saga actually coming, being at an end, I don't know, but I think Quadratum's going to be really cool.
I want to know. I want to learn more about. Oh, what the fuck are they called? The Animal Mask people.
The Animal Mask people?
At the very end of 3, they came up to
the
Zigbar.
Foretellers.
Yeah, I want to know more about them.
Oh, well, dude, there's literally a movie.
Is it really?
Yeah. What is it? I think it's, if you get the 2.8 package, the one that has the fragmentary passage with Aqua and Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah.
There's actually a whole movie on like the Foretellers and how the Master of Masters comes into play, and it was all because at the time Kingdom Hearts Union Cross was still really big on mobile, and that actually told the story of how everything started in our world.
Oh, okay. All right.
But then, like, when they released the 2.8 2.8 version, Well, they gave us what do you call? They gave us the game with Aqua that showed what she was doing in the realm of darkness during Kingdom Hearts 1.
Hmm.
And what else? Oh, yeah, we got Dream Drop Distance, which is honestly, it's one of my favorites in the series. Like I really like that game.
Let's
But
see
yeah,
which games I have, because I remember when no, they had a bundle with 3 in it, which came with everything. So I'm wondering.
oh yeah. You instead of just buying it all separate now they have it to where you can just it's all in one package, even 3,
Okay, all right. So because
which is really
that's
nice.
I said that's the one that I bought was the one with 3, and I guess it came with everything, but I bought it just to play the base games. So I
Yeah,
guess I'll have to reinstall that
yeah. See,
and
I
have a
honestly
look
too.
see.
There's a couple I still have to. Like, I still need to watch the cutscenes for like uh 358-7 days.
Oh, I'm so good.
Recoded, I'm not really like I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. To me, everything I've seen on it, it just looks like a really weird data version thing of like the original. Now, I could
Now,
be very wrong on that, but
now I never played the mobile game. So when that
dude,
scene in 3 came about, where Sora was sucked into the storm, and then you had that
yeah,
mysterious character come, he was
yeah,
from the mobile game, right?
yeah, yeah. And what was really
Okay.
cool about the mobile game, if you noticed, as that big scene is happening when you're fighting the Tower of Shadow Heartless, you see all the names that are popping up on the side.
Yeah.
Those there was a special event in Union Cross that if you completed it, you got your screen name put in there.
Oh, really?
Mine is in there.
Is it really?
It is. Dude,
That's awesome.
I was such a whore for that game. Dude, honestly, it's the only mobile game that I can say that I actually I dumped money into. It was honestly kind of a really bad problem, but I lived by myself and gave no fucks. And was like, fuck, I can play Kingdom Hearts wherever I want.
There you go. All the microtransactions.
Dude, there were so many. So many. It was really cool though. I mean, it told the story. Now I really feel like we're gonna get to see in 4 like I feel like all our 7 lights directly correlate with like one of the foretellers.
Okay.
So like and it's pretty obvious to tell because like the one I can't remember his name, but dude, he looks just like Ventus
Yeah.
and Roxas. And
Mhm.
if you just you can see like once you like I don't want to spoil it, but like you can see some of the mannerisms between some of these old foretellers and like ancient characters, and it really gives you a good insight on like the ancient Keyblade War. So
I'm
I
just
really
wondering. Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Oh no, you're good. You're good.
I'm just wondering where they're gonna go from here because it seems like Xehanort was like the the big bad.
He
Like
was.
so it's like now that he's gone. Well, I guess that version of him's gone. I don't know if that means that all the time revenant versions of him are still around, but
Oh no. We defeated him and all his vessels.
okay, so they were all gone. All right.
Yep. That was what they considered the Dark Seeker saga.
Oh, okay.
Xehanort was the Dark Seeker.
Hmm.
So now, like I said, I don't know where they're gonna go either. I because if you beat Yozora in the DLC, there's a very special cutscene at the end of it,
Okay.
and like you see Luke's sword. Like Like you wake up in a car and Luke Sword's like driving you somewhere, but he's not Luke Sword.
I don't
Like,
think I played the DLC.
oh my god, dude, that fight is
That's the guy from inside the video game, right?
yep, Virum
Okay.
Rex.
No, I
It
don't think I
is,
played the DLC.
dude. I'm telling you, that fight is fucking hard.
Is it?
It is very hard.
Hmm.
Like it's on par with Lingering Will, if not harder. Honestly, to be fair, I would probably say it is closer to the KH1 Sephiroth fight.
Really?
Yes. Because
Yikes.
as much as Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite, that was the toughest fucking fight in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
Especially if you weren't prepped for it.
I accidentally found him.
Accidentally hit
Like-
that platinum fight, huh?
Yeah. And then I'm just like, oh, why did this guy just like obliterate me? I want to go home now.
Where's Donald?
Yeah. You know something I just learned about the first Kingdom Hearts 2?
Well,
If you push either triangle or if you're playing on Xbox, if you triangle or Y, you will make Donald and Goofy actually it's like you're commanding them.
oh, really?
So you can set like Donald up to just be like solely a healer. Push triangle when you need healed and you're near Donald and he'll just heal you.
Since he never
I'm
heals
like-
you anyway.
Yeah, but it's like I could have forced him to do it this whole time.
Got so mad at him for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Freaking Donald.
Strongest black mage.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that. I love that for him.
Strongest mage in all Final Fantasy.
You know,
But Bahamut. But Donald.
yeah. Yeah, but Bahamut's not a mage. He's a summon.
Or he's an Akon.
Yeah, that too.
Because I gotta say, dude, when I hit that scene in 16, I was grinning ear to ear. I was having so much fun with that fight. Because in that fight, Clive and Joshua fuse. So Ifrit and Phoenix fuse. And being able to fight in space.
Oh yeah, because they're like gods in that game.
Yeah, more or less. Well, yes and no. Like they're like fractions of power of Ultima, since Ultima is the big bad in that game.
Okay.
So Ultima is not just a spell anymore. He's a character. And he comes from a different race, and they're the ones who created all of humanity and blah 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 blah. And then you have the vestiges of, fire, earth, ice, whatever. And then you get the.
So what is it? It's Ifrit, Shiva, Titan. Is Titan in that one, or is it Alexander?
No, I wish it was Alexander. That'd be so cool, but no, it's Titan.
Alexander is so fucking cool.
So who's all in there? There's Ifrit, Phoenix, Shiva, Ramu, Titan, Odin, Garuda, and Bahamut. And then if you have the DLC, Leviathan.
Okay, I mean those are good picks.
Oh yeah, and then every character that you beat who is also a bearer, you gain their power.
Interesting. I like that. That's pretty cool.
It was a fun one. I enjoyed 16 a lot.
I might actually end up getting that one just because I hear it's very close in play style to Devil May Cry.
Yeah, if you enjoyed Devil May Cry's battle, or if you enjoyed their combat system, their gameplay,
I loved it.
Then yeah, you would like 16's gameplay. However, like I said last week, the running and lack of running gets kind of old.
I mean, I could look past it though.
Yeah, I just like how much you're able to customize your move pools, because once you master a skill in, say, Garuda, if you master her, I don't remember, if you master one of her skills, you can then put that in an Ifrit skill slot or a Ramu skill slot or whatever. If you master the skills, you get to mix match them, so that way you don't have to have just Ifrit or just Shiva or just Bahamut skills. You can have mixture of skills along with their standard circle.
Okay. That's
So
still pretty.
it's yeah, it's great. The amount of customization and maneuverability in it, it was cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, see that? That's what makes a good game.
Yeah.
Like being able to just being able to have all that customization is so great. And
I mean,
that's
that's
all that's
something.
go ahead.
But that's one thing that I am enjoying about Final Fantasy VII as well is with the materia, you can mix and match who has what spells where. So that's pretty interesting too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, um that was something I really enjoyed about the newer Final Fantasy VII remakes too was I acquired this materia and I can just put it wherever.
Hmm.
Now, personally though, and this is again lack of, I'm getting around to playing other Final Fantasy titles other than 10. But I still think 10's sphere grid system was one of the best.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I agree with that 110%. Like, it is going to be very hard for me to find any kind of rank up system that I enjoyed more than that sphere grid. Because you could go anywhere with that sphere grid.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like, while you could go anywhere and have the mixture of abilities, you did have to work for it. Like, you had to rack up those points.
Trying to find those individual spheres could be a serious pain in the ass.
Yeah, they could.
Especially those unlock spheres. Like, if you
Mm,
weren't fighting the right monsters, you weren't going to find them.
no. No.
Yeah,
Now, I will
no,
say,
it was good.
yeah, yeah. And I think the next one, I think I should because I did start it, and Squall is like he is one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters. Um, I should, I really should finish 8.
Yeah.
It's just, man, that junction system is so weird, and how you acquire magic is weird. But
Yeah.
it can also be like so broken from what I've seen. It's weird to me to not acquire the abilities and have to steal magic.
Yeah.
And it's like an item that you can run out of.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah, it's very odd. It's unique for sure, and it's very Final Fantasy like. I'll give them that. They try something different almost every game.
Yeah. I mean, I intend on picking up more. Like, I was just dicking around. I was looking through the App Store and I saw that they have, I think it's like the first 8 games on the Apple App Store,
Really?
and there's a bundle that you could buy. I think it has the first 6.
Okay.
Um,
That's pretty good.
right, that's what I thought. Oh yeah, there's 8 remastered for $21.
Shoo. I got that on a Steam sale for like pennies.
Nice.
Like I literally
Yeah.
think I paid like $2 for it.
So apparently you can buy Final Fantasy 1 through 6 as a bundle for $64
Huh.
on the Apple I or Apple on the Apple Store.
That's honestly not the worst.
Nah, that's not bad for 6 games.
No. And I mean, obviously 6 good ones too.
Yeah,
Which
I
ones
mean, I've
do I have? Yeah, I
I've
have.
played the first one out of these 6 here, but that's the only out of the first 6, I've only ever played the first one.
I didn't even realize. I forgot I even picked 13 up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. I just on my PC. I have Rebirth, Remaster. I have 8 remastered and 13 and the 10 and 10-2 bundle. You know, I should play 10-2 as well. I've never actually played it.
Me neither. Like, I've heard some really wonky stories about it, so I just never like, I own it. I've just never picked it up and played it.
Yeah, and I'd really honestly like to know like where it went. Because at the ending of 10, it was a pretty cut and dry ending for the most part. There's
Yeah.
obviously a lot of loopholes and like is Titus actually dead? Did he actually ever exist?
So, I'm pretty sure, like most Final Fantasy fans who didn't play 10-2, I've looked up the endings. So, I do know that there's 2 different endings depending on how you play the game. Um, did you look up the endings at all?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've looked him up, but if you can go ahead and refresh my memory for me.
So you have the 2 endings, you have the sad and then you have the good ending. Like the sad ending, they're in the far plains and she's looking around, she doesn't find Titus anywhere. She turns around, then she hears the whistle and she turns around and there he is. He's in the far plains. So he's gone. And then
Yeah,
you have the good ending where it shows an underwater scene and Titus wakes up and he, stretches underwater, he swims to the surface and he's back on Besaid. And then Yuna, Riku, and Pain, they come flying in on their ship and Yuna like jumps off and like tackles him into the water and they have their nice makeup moment. So it's like they definitely had 2 pretty good endings. And one thing that I got to say about 10-2 is I've heard some of the songs in that game, and some of the songs were really, really good.
dude,
Like,
up
they
until
just were.
up until recently, like that, I never really like took notice. I guess like I would, it would get me a little bit hyped. At the beginning of like a boss battle or something, when the music gets intense or something like that. But up until I played Expedition 33, like I never really took notice to how good video game music is. Because like now everything I'm playing, I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, man. Some OSTs are bangers.
Yeah. It's weird because my favorite video game of all time, literally the only reason I wanted Kingdom Hearts was because of Simple and Clean.
What was her name? Utada Hikaru or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, she was dope.
I remember like you know, they were playing it on the commercial when I was a kid and I'm just like, what is this mesmerizing melody? I need more.
And then you only hear it like once in the game.
Right. Kind of twice.
Yeah.
It's like the beginning scene and like the ending scene where everybody's supposed to be like all happy and
And then someone just disappears.
yeah, it's what literally always happens.
Yeah. Oh, you finally found the girl and you're gone. Shit.
Yeah. You know, and that's I still and I haven't picked it up. I haven't played it. I haven't looked anything up on it because it makes me upset that they made the last Kingdom Hearts title a rhythm game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Melody of Memories, the story about Kairi like going to search for Sora like directly after the events of 3. That's literally all just rhythm based. It's like Guitar Hero but like with a controller. That doesn't set well with me.
That's weird. Like, why the hell would they go that route? I mean, I wouldn't mind a Kyrie-based game. Like,
I wouldn't
I would
either.
play it. Like, I'd play it, but not for a rhythm game.
No. No, honestly, I feel like that could be another really cool like idea for this franchise. Like have Kyrie have it more so, obviously centered around Kyrie, but give us the ability to use the other light bearers.
That'd be cool.
Like, I mean, they did it in Dream Drop Distance. We got to play as Riku.
Yeah.
Like, let me play as Lee. Let me play as Terra and Ventus again.
Even if it's just on certain worlds.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it.
Like that, I think that would be pretty great.
Well, I guess, yeah,
Like,
well, yeah, they
I'd
did it
be,
with Birth by Sleep, too, because you play as all three characters.
yeah. Play as
So,
the Disney princesses.
yeah.
Have them on your squad instead of Donald and Goofy.
I still find it so, so weird that they had Alice as a Princess of Heart.
Yeah, just because I don't think Alice was an actual princess.
Nah.
I didn't think
No.
she was.
No, I mean, if she is, she's Princess of Drugs.
Princess of the Opium.
Pretty fucking much. I mean, they had the caterpillar fucking blazing up right in the movie.
Dude, Lewis Carroll was on so many drugs when he wrote that book.
No fucking kidding, dude.
Like, there's no way he couldn't have been.
Yeah, even as a kid, I was like, what in the fuck is going on?
I think I watched the cartoon movie like once when I was a kid, and I was just like, that's okay.
It's just,
Yeah.
it is so weird, man. So weird. It was a good movie, though. It's honestly, it is probably my favorite Disney movie.
Really?
Like just Disney movie? Yes.
Alice in Wonderland is?
Yep. I thought
Really?
that I thought it was cool as a kid. Like I don't know. Like, and I'm not saying, and this is aside from like Pixar movies.
Oh no, for me, when it comes to just straight up Disney, my favorite will always and forever be Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet was good. Dude,
Like,
that was like the most highly requested world.
They did that movie so dirty because they had like no promotion for it at all. And then they went ahead and they released it during the same time that one of the Harry Potter movies was being released. So
Okay.
like, because apparently the folks at Disney didn't appreciate or didn't want the animation style that the animators who were doing it in. They didn't like the fact that they were mixing 3D modeling with the 2D animation. So they decided that they were going to throw them under the bus, and they gave them like very, 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 very little promotion. So it was kind of like, yep, sure, make your movie, but we're not going to promote it. And then we're gonna, and then we're gonna release it during like one of the biggest blockbusters of the year, which was Harry Potter at the time. So it's like they set it up for failure, but it has like a huge cult like following.
I mean, and that does make sense. I mean, I do remember it as a kid. I think I
Yeah.
only ever got to rent it. I don't think that was one I actually ever had for myself. Another one that I feel like didn't get enough attention was Atlantis.
Atlantis, yeah. That'd be another really good one for Kingdom Hearts.
Dude, really, I mean, it would. Dude, you could have them like swim off the shore of Destiny Island.
Yeah, and fight one of the Leviathans or whatever, but nah, dude. Treasure Planet and Atlantis, if they were to put those two games in the next Kingdom Hearts, that would blow a lot of things away. A lot of things. Just because those two franchises feel like they were made for games.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Or shit, they're trying to make everything live action now. those two I feel like would probably have the best chances at being a live action movie.
Yeah. I mean, they could do really well too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Like
Space Pirates, why not?
I'd go see it.
Hell yeah, man. I'd go watch Space Pirates. Yeah, dude, Treasure Planet was it was amazing. It was released before it should have been for the people to appreciate the glory that is that movie. Even though it's literally just Treasure Island in space. I don't know if you know that book or not.
Uh like I vaguely, I can't say that like I know it all that well.
It's old. It's okay. It's old.
It's old, he said.
1883, so it's yeah, it's an old story, but it's a great story.
I'd
And
say
so
that.
many characters would be so cool in Kingdom Hearts. No. So all right. So I wanna steer off the rails real quick to something that you talked about earlier. Trading card games
Mm-hmm.
and Palworld.
Dude, I really feel like this is them being petty, but I love it. I fucking love it.
Just jabbing at Pokemon some more.
Yeah. So like I'm really curious how the game's gonna play. So they don't have like much information on their website. It basically just says this is a 2-player competitive card game where you can enjoy strategic and tactical battles through deploying various unique pals. Players fight alongside their pal companions, gathering resources and building bases as they aim for victory. These adorable and dependable pals will utilize their own unique traits to lead you to victory. Team up with your trusty pals and experience the thrill of overcoming formidable enemies through this exciting trading card game. The base building is where I'm like, all right, what are we doing here?
So I'm almost wondering if they're gonna do kind of how Pokemon does with the prizes. Mm, because every time you knock out an opposing Pokemon, you get to pull from your prize selection because you have 6 prize cards on the side. That's how you win the game is you collect all 6 prize cards.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if that might be. I mean, just if they're gonna keep jabbing at Pokemon.
So, I mean, honestly, kind of rightfully so.
Yeah. Because like, if they really wanted to jab at Pokemon, they could be like, well, this could be your foundation for your base. This could be the material for your base. Here's the top of your base. Oh, your base is built, you win.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering how collecting resources is going to go too.
Yeah, I don't know because I've never honestly played the Pokemon TCG like that. So I honestly like you're kind of speaking gibberish to me with like the prize cards.
So, all right. So I'll try to, because I played it a couple times online. I mean, like I have Pokemon cards that I've played in person, but I've mainly monkeyed around with it online. So you have your field. You have your bench, so you have your 5 Pokemon on your bench. You have your 1 Pokemon up who's battling. You have 6 cards off to the side. Those are your prize cards. Then you have your deck, graveyard, what have you. Draw your card. Your Pokemon kills your opponent's Pokemon. You pull a prize card unless it's like an EX or a Mega or whatever the fuck else they have now. If it says on the bottom of the card, once this card dies or faints or whatever, your opponent gets 2 prize cards. So the whole point of the game is to either remove all Pokemon from your opponent's side of the field, so that means his active and his bench, or get all 6 prize cards before your opponent does.
Okay.
So it's who has the biggest beat stick and who can knock out your opponent's Pokemon the quickest. I'm sure
All
I
right, that
just butchered that, but
I mean it makes sense.
I was never real big into the Pokemon TCG other than collecting.
That's when I was a kid. That's all I really did. I was just like, "Ah, cool! I've got a Charizard sup."
Yeah, yeah, that's how you can tell if you're the cool kid in school. Just like, yeah, man, look at my big old fire lizard.
Right?
And then your teacher looks at you like you might want to go get that checked out.
Yeah. Yeah, you might they make creams and ointments for that.
So I was doom scrolling, as you do, and I came across this video of these two guys talking. So I figured I'd ask you the same question because it's just uncomfortable to talk about sometimes. You know how boxers have that little hole in
Yeah.
the front? Do you ever use that?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I wasn't the only one.
Yeah, dude, I'm lazy as shit. I'm not trying to undo all my shit just to take a piss.
Because, like, as I was watching that video, the guys are like, "Nah, man, that's weird." And just like, "What about the zipper?" It's like, well, you open it.
Oh yeah, I mean that's undo your zipper, use the little fucking slit in the front, take a whiz, be on about your day.
Right? I didn't think it was that hard to understand, but apparently these people are just like, it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's weird not to. Especially like, dude, like you're gonna tell me there are grown men that would prefer to walk up to a urinal and have to just undo everything when nobody wants to stand at the urinal in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something math ain't math in there for me.
So speaking of urinals, another thing. So I was actually at work when thought about this one here. I was talking with a buddy of mine, and he came up with the idea that bathrooms are made wrong, especially male bathrooms. How they have like 3 urinals together and then 3 stalls together. And he's like, no one wants to be that guy who has to walk up and use the middle urinal because there's 2 people on the other ones. So he was like, here's how it should be built: urinal, stall, urinal, stall, urinal, stall. So that way you're not standing next to somebody. And I just kind of looked at him. I was like, so what are you going to do about that poor guy who goes to the far end and accidentally runs into the guy using the urinal? And he just kind of shrugged. He's like, didn't think about that.
They never do. See, I don't know. I personally cannot stand, and this I don't know why this bothers me as much as it does. It's probably because it happens to me at work way too much. I'll be in the stall, I'll be the only one in the bathroom, only one sitting in a stall, and then some motherfucker will come and they will sit in the stall directly next to me when there's a whole 7 other stalls that they could choose from. Like, dude, I start doing ignorant shit. Like, I start making like really weird grunting noises just so they'll get up and fucking go away. Like, I can't stand that shit at all. It fucking bothers me. Like, I've even gone as far as like I'll just slowly inch my foot into their stall to make them uncomfortable and shit like that. Like, not one word is exchanged. Oh, but
Just
I don't
knock
know,
on the
man.
wall and be like, I need to do it.
Dude, I should. Ah. There's actually an Urban Dictionary term for that too. It's called Uncle Tedding people.
Jeez.
So apparently people have there's an overabundance of people named Ted that are uncles that are making people uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, that is really weird, especially when there's a whole line of stalls that are available and they choose the one right next to you. It's like,
Dude,
okay,
I just don't get it, man. Like, why?
just start talking to them.
Hey, shitty weather we're having outside, isn't it? Like, I just don't know what possesses somebody to be like, oh man, I'm gonna go sit next to somebody who's stanking this place up too.
Ugh. And then I think one of the worst things is after you're done in there, and then you walk out and you're trying to get out before they get out, and then you have that awkward moment where they open the door just as you're getting ready to leave, and you have that weird like eye contact moment.
Like, it was you, you son of a bitch. You disturbed me. This is my time with the porcelain throne. Let me be.
Ugh.
Oh, I guess I know this is kind of backtracking back to cards, which is, kind of an odd thing after that conversation, but Magic's new set is out this Friday and the spoilers are absolute fire.
Is that the turtles?
No, unfortunately. This one this isn't a Universes Beyond set. This is back on the actual planes. We're back in Lorwyn. So it's mostly like it's kindreds, elves, there's some new landfall support, which is gross. There's actually the card I'm most excited for is like a $2 card.
Okay.
It's called Mornsong Aria. It is an enchantment that says players can't draw or gain life.
Oh,
It's a mono black card. I believe it's a 3-drop, which I have another 3-drop that I personally want to pair with it to do some absolute, just mean things. So the card that I want to pair with it is called Opposition Agent. It's a 3-drop mono black creature. Its ability is when a player would go to search their library, I search their library instead.
really?
Yes. And the cards that I search for them get exiled. But I am able to play the cards that I exile, and I am able to tap mana as if it were any color to play those cards. So
Just
basic
dirty.
it is. So basically if I have both of those cards on the field, my opponents literally, unless they have spot removal in their opening hand, they are deadlocked. Because
Jeez.
they can't draw, and if they go to get something, I'm just going to give them some bullshit for myself that I'm going to play, and they can't.
Wow.
See here.
Been
Yeah,
debating on getting into Magic. Like, I've been really debating on it, but
dude, honestly, I recommend it. More so, it's not just because it's my latest obsession, but it's so beginner friendly. You can just go into your local game store, pick up a pre-con, because pretty much any of the pre-cons that are out nowadays, they are so good out of the box. Like the one I was telling you about earlier that I got for my wife, it's Miss Bumbleflower. It came out with the Bloomborough set years ago, and just to get some play time with it. You know, I had a friend of mine play it at our table last week, and it destroyed. Like it absolutely just it wrecked. Like he started as he was playing. You know, he starts casting stuff, and I'm like, bro, that's in there. Like all but every time he did something, I'm like, uh, this should not be a pre-con. Like I'd honestly put it at like a high bracket 3, low bracket 4. It's like even I was teaching the wife. She did want to play a game over last weekend, and she ended up winning in a really hilarious way. Like the whole scenario was so funny. She drew. This was her last turn. She draws. She's reading her card that she drew, and she looks at me. She goes, "What's a Val counter?" And knowing there's a board wipe that I also have that came in my Titus precon. It's called Promise of Loyalty. Both players choose one creature that they control. They put a Vow counter on it, and then every other creature sacrificed. Now, the funny thing is, so the person that casted the Vow counter or the Promise of Loyalty, all the other players that put Vow counters on their stuff, those creatures can't attack the player that casted Promise of Loyalty. So she basically just said bye to all my stuff. I couldn't attack her, and that is literally how my new deck works. It's pretty much all combat based. And she just said, here's a big fat ass rabbit for game.
Okay.
Her commander, Mrs. Bumbleflower, is a bunny.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
And I kind of have a hate boner for that deck now.
Those wascally wabbits.
So good though, like I said, and you can also, I mean, there's a million different play styles. It kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier with the customization.
Right.
And also, aesthetic customization too. There's so many different IPs in the game now, and we just keep getting more and more with all these secret lair drops. Like, dude, if you want Kratos to be your commander, he can be. Oh, you want to play as Sonic? You want your commander to be Sonic the Hedgehog? Actually, a friend of mine right now is looking into building it, but he's looking at getting the Ghost of Tsushima set.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a pretty cool Voltron build. Yeah, then honestly, I mean, the whole Final Fantasy set, absolutely everything in that set was great in my opinion.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I see why Magic has stuck around for all these years.
Yeah, it really has too. I mean, shoot, I can remember Magic being around at the old Wizards of the Coast. Or so we had a shop down the road from us. It was an actual wizard shop. Back when Wizards sold everything. And I remember seeing Magic back then too. I just never played it because I only went there to get Pokemon cards.
Fair. That's cool. I didn't actually know that they had like Wizards was their own store and did that. That's honestly cool information.
Yeah, there used to be it was a regular old brick and mortar store, and it said Wizards above it. Granted, now I don't know if this is like the Wizards of the Coast or if they were just called Wizards at the time because I was real little when I was still living in Pennsylvania when they had that place. So I don't know if it was like the Wizards of the Coast brick and mortar store or if it was just a store called Wizards.
Fair.
But
Okay, I got you.
It was a hobby shop. It was a card shop called Wizards, and they sold cards. Damn, apparently Magic has been out since 93.
Yeah, I mean it's the OG like nerd game as far as cards go.
At least this means I'm older than Magic.
Magic is a year older than.
So, I remember a story. A friend of mine, her baby daddy, tried to pay um child support with Magic the Gathering cards.
I mean, shit, honestly, there are single cards that could pay like a year's worth of child support.
Well, that was just the thing. He just kind of gave them a bunch of decks of Magic, and they're just like, "Yeah, you can sell these." So like, there was no effort thrown into it. It was just like, "Here's a box full of cards. Here's child support."
That's so fucking wild.
Yeah, yeah, it's something.
Dude, people are crazy, man.
Yeah, they are crazy tired.
Dude, heard that.
Dude, my son freaking. I was on my way to work the other day, and I got a notification on my phone that somebody had bought something off of Amazon. So I go ahead and I open it up, and somebody had ordered a Beyblade. So I call my wife. I was like, "Did you order a Beyblade on Amazon?" And she was like, "I've been sleeping." And I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Who has your phone?" She was like, "I don't know. I've been sleeping." And sure enough, my youngest son had her phone and must have hit buy now on her Amazon app and purchased a Beyblade. So it is now sitting up on my shelf as a present for him for when he goes poop on the potty, as an incentive to get him to go poop on the potty.
You gotta. I understand that.
Oh yeah,
Potty
potty
training
training.
dude, that can be one of the most daunting tasks in parenthood.
It is something, man. Like he's got peeing on the potty down that pack. Like he does that. Shit, he can almost do that by himself now. Like he'll pull the stool up. He just has some issues pulling his pants all the way down and aiming. Um, but nah, it's just him pooping on the potty. So we told him that if he poops on the potty, he gets a Beyblade.
Hell yeah. Dude,
It's like
that's what's up.
it's like I wish I got presents whenever I pooped on the potty.
I don't know. I was just about to ask where my Beyblade is. Damn,
Yeah.
I should get more than one just for today.
Wife just told me that I got Final Fantasy for raking the leaves today, so yeah, chores.
Right? Dude, I am so sad. It is gonna get cold as balls again tomorrow. It's been like 50 here in PA for like the past 2 weeks, and it's been fucking amazing.
It's been really nice down here too, lately. But I guess from what I heard, and I don't know if it's true or not, because my kids told it to me, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I guess we're supposed to be getting some snow this weekend, according to them. Now, it's been like 60s. The other day it was in the 70s.
Oh my god. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yes. I'm moving where you live.
All right.
Hell with Pennsylvania. I'm tired of the cold.
I said, there's plenty of houses down here that are for sale, like right on my street. So,
Shit, let's be neighbors.
hell yeah. We can go find that guy who scanned our QR code.
Dude, I saw he later commented back. He's like, I took it. I'm like, pass it out to your friends.
Right? Share it with your friends. Have your mom scan it.
Say, sharing's caring.
Oh my god! So one last thing that I want to talk about. So now that my wife is here, so she can hear it because I forgot to tell her about it too. But what do you do when you get a random number who decides to text you? You know, I already told you about it, so this is more for my wife and everyone else who's listening. So I was at work the other day, and I get this random text from this random number from Georgia. So at first they text me, and then they call me right away. So I ignore the call and I look and I see it's from Georgia. So I was like, well, I don't know anyone from Georgia. And the guy is like, where are you at? And I was like, who's this? And the guy is like, how can you ignore my question? And I'm like, which question? And then he said, I said, where are you at and how you doing today? So I reply, don't know who this is, so I couldn't give you a polite answer. Normally, folks would introduce themselves when texting a number who asks, who's this? And he replies, wait, this is Tab, correct? And I say, incorrect. And he says, well, who are you? She gave me this number. And I said, well, sounds like she gave you a false number. And he said, who are you, by the way? Like, do you even know her? I'm trying to figure out trying to figure out how she gave me your number, though. And I said, I can't say I've ever heard of a person named Tab.
Dude,
And
I feel I have a thought about this after you're done storytelling here.
And so they ask, who are you, man or woman? And I asked, does it matter? And he said, yes, because if you're a woman, it would be nice to have an opportunity to meet you and see if I could possibly take you out on a date. And then they said, you had texted me last year also. And then he sent me some random thing from 2024. And I said, nah, couldn't be me. But you should check out our podcast. So I sent him a link to our podcast. And he said, who was it then? It came from your phone. Are you a man or a woman? I said, who knows? And they said, okay, I see you're playing games now. Thought you wanted this $200, but now I see you don't care. I said, all right. I said, all right, goodbye, Ahmed. And they said, take care, Tab. I will see you walking your daughter to daycare. And I said,
oh my god.
Yeah, that got dark.
That's
like, whoa.
Fucking terrifying. My god.
So I was like, well, you should tell Tab to watch my podcast too. And then he tells me to unalive myself. And I said,
dude,
well, that's not...
I kind of understand why Tab gave him a fake number now.
Me too, dude.
Fucking freak.
Because I forgot all about it. It's still saved here. And I said, oh, that's not very nice of you, you Nigerian prince, you. And so the last message, and then I think he blocked me. I said, maybe if the podcast is too long for you, we have shorts too. Here's an example. So I sent him a sample of one of our shorts.
That's awesome. Dude, like this whole situation leading up to the I'm gonna watch you fucking walking shit. It sounded just like I'm not gonna name drop him because that's too mean. But I have a friend. We're gonna call him the Chipmunk. But he was a very sheltered lad.
Oh.
So what I mean by that is like he never like if something was even like remotely frowned upon, like he was not about it. Like in just 1 year, like he started hanging out with us for a little while and he just started coming out of his shell.
Oh no.
Well, he got a hold of me one night. We were at a local fair and he's like, dude, let's go to a booby bar. I was like, brother, I would be honored to be the first person to go to the booby bar with you. So we go, and we're having a good time. It's about closing time, and I was like, all right, you finish up here, bud. I'm gonna go hang out in the car. I'll wait for you. So this poor soul, he comes out, I mean, grinning ear to ear. I mean, you could not have done anything to break this kid's stride. He comes out and he goes, dude, she told me your real name and gave me your phone number. And I start chuckling. He goes, what's so funny? I was like, no, she didn't. I'm like, dude, no, she did not. He goes, what do you mean? No, I have it right here. She said to get a hold of her later. I was like, call her. I was like, right now. It was the fucking local power company. Like, that's kind of where I thought this was going until dude was like, I'm gonna watch you walk. Like, I thought this was gonna be a little innocent for a second, but no.
Yeah, it got dark quick. Part of me was regretting not answering the call when he called. Just to hear what the dude sounded like. But, I was in the middle of work, so I couldn't exactly pick up my phone.
That's fair, yeah. I don't know. I've gotten into a bad habit of picking up even when I know it's a scam call. I've been picking them up and just being just fucking with them.
Oh, me too. I have too much fun doing it.
Like I had my entire break room at work howling. Because it was the end of the day, we're all waiting to get out of there. Dude calls me and he's giving me this spiel about, do you have Medicare parts A and B? And I'm like, oh hell yeah, brother. And it got to the point, he's like, all right, I need some information from you here. He goes, what's your name? And I give him some fucking stupid name. Like, I think that one in particular, I told him my name was Dixon Myaz. And as soon as as soon as he read it back, I had a whole room full of grown men almost in tears. Because I actually got him to say it. It's like, you bastards, leave me alone.
No, I remember I had one of them call me about something to do with car insurance or something like that. And they were talking to me.
Extended warranty?
No. No, it wasn't one of those. But I was living in I was still living in Pennsylvania at the time. It was when me and my wife were getting ready to move to Virginia. And so the guy calls me, and I'm sitting there in my kitchen, and he asked me for the make model of my car. So I told him, at first I told him, I was like, oh yeah, 1980 something DeLorean. And he's like, oh no, we don't cover cars that old. Do you have anything newer? I was like, oh yeah, no, I have a 2023 Ford Raptor. He's like, oh yeah, we'll cover that. And he was like, can you tell me, your address? Or can you tell me your zip code? I look up Juneau, Alaska. And so I tell him Juneau, Alaska, and he's like, you live in Alaska? I was like, well, yeah. Didn't you know that when you called me? He's like, oh yeah, we have that on file. We have that on file. And so he's just sitting there going on. And he asked me how many miles I have on the truck. And I was like, 10. And he's like, what do you mean 10? I was like, well, I don't drive it much. And so he's going through the whole spiel, trying to collect as much information as he can. And eventually he asks again where I'm located. And apparently somehow I forgot that I told him I was in Alaska. So I gave him some other address. And now I think things are starting to click because he started to swear at me and yelling at me for wasting his time. And he's
That's
just like,
the best part.
It's like, I forgot what we were talking about.
I'm pretty sure I've told you this before, but when I had my second job at 7-Eleven, the guy I worked with, that store just got scam calls profusely. It was just ridiculous. And we were, we started having a little fun with one of them here and there. But then we discovered there's a whole Reddit page. There is a whole subreddit where people just post scammer numbers and tell them, they'll tell you what their deal is, what they're trying to get you for, all that stuff. And We would just start calling them on the store phone. I mean, dude, I have been called so many racial slurs. I have been cussed at so hard by scammers. And it just got funnier every time.
Yeah.
Like if there is ever a favorite work memory that I will have, those are definitely some of them. Because I am telling you, man, those people used to get mad.
Man, I wish I still had the fax. When I worked, I used to work at a bank, and we received, it was the only scam fax that I'd ever seen working at the bank, and they let me take it home with me. Um, and it was some guy, it was like one of those traditional Nigerian prince things. Like, I have this money that I want to send to you, but I need you to send me this amount of money first. That way I can send you the money. And it was in such broken English, and it literally looked like it was one of those things that was straight off of the internet. But the fact that it was faxed to a bank, and like I showed it to my coworkers, and then our not our district, I don't remember what the hell she was. I think she was a regional boss. She just happened to be there too, so I handed it to her and I was like, "And this is for you." And she's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Someone faxed you a letter." So she looked at it and she looked at me and she was like, "That's not nice." But she let me take it home with me instead of shredding it. So that was fun. That was like my little trophy that I got to take home.
It's nice to have little work trophies.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know where mine is currently, but I remember I framed my first ever work write up. I
Jeez.
was I was working at the body shop. And when I was working at the body shop, I was basically the shop bitch. Like it kind of sucked, but like, I was the one I had to go do all the rollback calls to go get the shit that couldn't be driven to the shop. And I I got I had a lady call me in. She busted me. Well, she called and she was like, your tow truck is doing like X amount, ridiculous speeds right through town. And I mean, the woman wasn't wrong, but the fact that I actually got like called in on for it was hilarious to me. Like my boss even thought it was funny, but he's like, dude, I can't let you slide on that. I'm like, I get it. And then he came back in like 2 days later. It's in a frame hanging above my toolbox, and he looks at me with that look like, really? I was like, we can all remember. I was like, now I'll just remember to do the speed limit.
That's awesome.
Man,
No, that's
good,
awesome.
good freaking times.
No, I got quite a few trophies from that place just because that branch closed. So I got to bring home a lot of shit. Like my typewriter, I got to bring a typewriter. She
That's
offered me she offered me two more that were still in the box. I was like, no, I think my wife's not gonna know what to do with me when I bring home this first one. Um, and then I brought home three big ass oil paintings. Um, oh, what the hell else did I bring home? I brought home a security deposit box.
dude. I think we need to bring back like all the old Indian pictures and shit that people used to have in the 90s. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I mean, the oil paintings that I have are from fox hunts from the UK.
Oh my god. Okay. That's kind of cool. I'm not gonna
Just
lie.
three random oil paintings. Oh yeah, my wife was yelling at me about it the one day, and then we actually looked it up, and it turns out the they're actually worth something. Like the not
Shit.
just the frames, but the paintings themselves are worth a little bit of money.
Well, that's actually kind of cool.
Thought
Can't go wrong
so.
there.
Like, because as it turns out, they belonged to the bank president who left them in the office and didn't want them. So we were just gonna throw them away. I was like, I'll take them. And my manager was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll take them." And so now two of them are hanging up inside my house, and the biggest one is out in my garage.
I like that's honestly that's really fucking cool to be honest.
It was neat. I was like, "Shit, free stuff. Why not?"
Hell yeah. Dude, you can't ever go wrong with some nice free stuff.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they tried to pawn so much shit off on me, and I was just like, "No, I can't take any more stuff." Like they gave me like these huge. They were like giant sticky notes that you can find at like Staples and stuff. And they gave me like 3 packs, and like they're huge. Like they're like I don't know, they were probably about the size of a 50-inch TV, about how wide they were.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, so I brought them home, and my kids drew all over them. Like it was great big sheets of paper that they could just lay down on the floor and color on them and whatever. And I got 2 or 3 pretty rickety looking easels. They were pretty cool. Nah, I got quite a few nice things, all because that place was closing down. So they were like, "We got to get rid of everything." I was like, "Well, this might be my." I wish I would have snagged some of the desks, but those desks were huge and heavy, and I had no way to get them to my house.
Dude, bank desks. It always seems like bank desks are super fucking nice.
Yeah, those things were beautiful, and I would have totally taken them, but I would have had no way to get them out of the bank, let alone get them to my house. I know you would have killed me if I would have brought one home. But it would have been worth it because they were nice.
I don't know. See, I kind of have my desk itself is actually 2 desks put together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my wife had an L-shaped desk at one point in time, which we ended up giving to my oldest son, but with his room, the L part just didn't work.
Right.
It just wasn't enough space. So we took the L shape off because it's just a couple brackets. But then before I was going to throw it away, I was going to go throw it in the burn pit. And then I looked at it and I took it back inside. And now my desk has like this really weird, like kind of wave, like circular shape to it. It's not square.
Mm.
So I just laid it up on there slightly, traced it, and then I went out and cut it.
Well,
And now it's my L-shaped desk. I was coming back in with the piece and she's like, "What did you do?" I was like, "I told you I wanted an L-shaped desk." I was like, "I need a place to play cards and play video games at the same time comfortably without making a big mess."
I don't remember what my mom said this desk. This is an antique desk that belonged to like her gram, I think. Something like that. I don't know. It's old as shit. Like it's a really old desk, and I love it. Like I mean, it's small, but I very much enjoy it. Like I like the drawer space and stuff like that, and it's
Which
nice because it's old.
I wish I had drawers. Like I have
Yeah.
shelves, but I don't have drawers. Like if I had drawers, so many of my organization issues would be solved.
Oh yeah, I have 2 of the 7 drawers that are here are just full of cards.
Oh, see, and that's I which is another thing my wife said I'm ridiculous for. But I have a filing cabinet. Now, granted, she's invaded some of it, but not a very huge portion of it with like some of her Lorcana stuff.
Yeah.
But it is only a 2-drawer filing cabinet, but I can't put anything else in it.
Too many
And
cards,
well, yeah, and obviously the collection's not slowing down.
huh? Just get another filing cabinet, put it on top of it.
That's pretty much honestly. It's like I told her, I'm just gonna keep an eye on Marketplace. When somebody's getting rid of a free one, I'm chopping in the truck.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I remember for the longest time, I wanted to get an old-fashioned roll top desk. Just because I think those things look so cool.
My grandmother growing up had one that she
Mine
used
too.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, those thing I like the look of them too. If I were to ever get one, I feel like it would just be like a decorative piece for me. I don't think I'd actually use it, but I do really like the way they look too.
Did you know Final Fantasy had a card game?
Yeah.
I didn't until I'm just looking here on Facebook Marketplace, and this guy is selling a bunch of Final Fantasy TCGs.
Yeah, I actually found out cuz I was looking for a magic card and it popped up that it on TCG Player it popped up alongside of the Final Fantasy set, and I was like, "Oh wait, what the fuck? Am I buying the right thing?" I've never really looked into it, but it seems like it's a cool concept.
Yeah, I've never looked in too much into it either. I just randomly saw it. I was like, huh, that's neat. But nah, dude, roll top desks, they just like I like the ones with all the drawers.
Yes.
It's definitely one of those things that it looks neat. I just don't think I'd have any place to put it. Oh, well, Mr. Casey, I do believe this
Mr.
would be a
Dillon.
good place.
Yeah, I think it's time to roll up the desk and go to bed, go to work, and all that happy jazz.
Yeah, and do it all over again.
Yes, sir. So, we're going to wrap it up for this week, folks. We got roll top desks, trading card games, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts wants and needs, and everything in between for you guys this week.
Yeah.
So, thanks for tuning in with us. As always, we'll be here next week. Hopefully, you will be too. And with that, Dylan and I are going to set to and pass.
Bye.
Bye. Maybe if Craig don't want to leave.